used to wake up at 10 a.m. every morning, and now?
When do I get up in the morning?
3.
On average, 3 a.m.
And even though it's been a little earlier recently, for the last 4 years, I've been getting up at 4 a.m. every single day without an alarm clock. Okay, that was a little aggressive. It has absolutely changed my life, but trust me, I have not always been an early bird. And so today's video, I want to share with you what happened that made me start doing this, what I spend my vampire hours doing, and, well, the very unsexy parts of what's required of living life in this way.
Good morning. I've been told that I jump out of bed.
The first 0.1 second of her day is when she opens her eyes like this. It's not even like, it's more like that. And it's a somersault right up, standing up straight and goes straight and gets dressed and gets her day done.
I have so many pillows in my bed. I'm the kind of person that will sleep like this. I mean, it's just the best. I do make my bed when I wake up. People don't expect it. I think that was like one of the first morning routine habits I created because I'd heard on some podcasts that would like set you up for success for the day. This is a new edition, blackout curtain to keep the light away. Next up, if you've watched my other video, you know that I literally just got a cold plunge.
But for the most part, for the last 4 years, I've just been taking
literally like 30-second cold shower. My brother's always been someone who likes to sleep in, which is something I always used to like as well. But then gave him a challenge to do this for like, I think he did it for a month, and he was like, oh my God, I've become a morning person. It's so good. It just wakes you up. And then I put on my pajamas again because I love my morning routine in my pajamas. So I don't remove my makeup at night. I just don't. I wear waterproof, so it's so hard to take off, and I don't have a lot of patience with certain things. Like when it comes to my work, oh my gosh, I will get things done. I guess personal well-being, taking care of myself, as you'll see in this morning routine, I'm pretty good as well. But when it comes to like skincare, makeup care, it's not my greatest gift. So this is the first thing I see when I wake up. I made a vision board video that you should check out because it works. I will say, normally it does not take me 15 minutes to get out here. So every morning while I'm making my bed, putting curtains, showering, I'm listening to something motivational, inspiring, either like Your World Within, Tony Robbins, Abraham Hicks, anything that make me believe in myself for the day. And I start my day out with coffee. And then while the coffee is being made, supplements. And this is wild because I've never ever been a supplement girl. Like this has started this year. I'll show you what I take. The seeds, pre and probiotics, omega-3. I started taking digestive enzymes, but I also mix it with additional probiotics. I'm sure you can get this in any store. I'll put the links below in case you're wanting to try it. And then this is just perfect timing because now my coffee, or at least some of it, is done.
Now, before I share with you what I actually do during my morning routine and share some free journaling prompts with you, let's go back to last night because a question that I often get asked is, of course, when do you go to bed?
And 8 p.m. it is.
Being this consistent with my bedtime routine does mean that I do not go out at night. And tonight, as in it's afternoon, I am having a girls' night out. And the reason we're not doing it late is because one of the girls wrote in a group chat, hey, let's do something together Friday night. And I was the annoying friend that said, I would so love to do that and I would love to see you, but how about we do it a little bit earlier? And luckily, they all were like, yeah, let's do it.
And well, we had a great time, and as we were leaving, I had to make sure...
It's only 6:30. Do you guys hate me for asking if we could do this early?
Respect it and we love it.
Yay!
I'm annoyed by it. No, I'm just...
Maybe if you're someone who wants to like get an earlier bedtime routine, maybe, you know, just asking, hey, how about we do it at 4 p.m. or 6 or 7 p.m. It never hurts to ask. If they'd said no and wanted to do it later, I would have compromised my sleep for it, but now I don't have to, which I think is awesome.
Do I use an alarm clock?
For people thinking that, like, oh, you wake up at 4 a.m., they might think, oh, you need an alarm clock to do that. You've completely shifted your sleep. So it's just like someone else naturally waking up at 9 a.m. Like you naturally wake up at 4 a.m. or 3, I guess 3.
Yeah.
It's your sleep schedule
And
now.
you also
You're so disciplined.
You also see me go to bed at like 8.
So yeah, a consistent 8 p.m. bedtime is really what makes all of this possible. And now we can move on with my morning routine.
I'm such a creature of habit with certain things. Okay, now is when I switch from podcast to meditation music, and I also put on a blanket because that feels nice. In my stack here, sometimes I'll start off with reading something from a self-development book. And this one is Think and Grow Rich, which I low-key use the strategies in here, but then replace like the money with what I'm trying to work towards right now with my platform. So what I always do is grab my journal. I put a pillow here because then it's like a little desk. I started journaling a little under 4 years ago now, and it is the thing that made me get to know myself.
And I've actually put together 54 journaling prompts that are completely free for you to download.
Give it a try. I also have a 30-day journaling challenge, as well as with my workout program. I actually have created a 60-day journaling challenge. So every day when you wake up, there's like journaling prompts and a daily morning routine throughout the 60 days of the workout program, because I think that journaling has had a massive impact in my fitness journey as well. Because what I do when I journal is I get very clear on what is it that I actually want. It's very easy for me to bullshit myself, like tell myself all these lies in order for me to stay safe, to stay in my comfort zone. And when I put it down on paper, I can see it, and then I can reflect on it and question myself as to whether or not this is my brain trying to keep me safe, or if this is actually my authentic truth. So like asking yourself challenging questions in our journals. What are the habits, the things that I need to start doing in my life to make life better? But a lot of the time my brain can also just be like foggy or have a lot of like unnecessary worries. And when I put it down on paper, I see it from above, I'm like, oh, I can actually just get rid of this issue by doing this. Where if it was kept up in my mind and not on paper, it would just be spiraling and spiraling and spiraling. I do not depend on my angel cards, but sometimes if I just feel like I need a little guidance, I'll pick an angel card. And this deck right here is the most spot on deck I've ever had. It's called Wisdom of the Oracle Divination Cards. I'll link it below in case you're into that. While I'm journaling, a lot of things will come up that I will want to take action on for the day. Then I'll like start writing my to-do list, like just put it on my to-do list, because I don't write it down right away, I'll forget about it. So, and then as you can see on this day, I like scratch it out as I get it done. And as I'm working, more things will pop up that I need to do. And if I don't write it on the to-do list, I'll forget about it and I'll procrastinate on things. And I will also be more likely to go on social media or be less like focused during my workday. At first, when I started getting up early and do my morning routine, I would meditate first, but now I actually do it by the end. My entire morning routine typically takes about an hour, and I just love the peace and quietness. It feels so good. Something that I'm not doing at this very moment that I have found so useful if I want to create certain habits or want to make certain moves that I need to stay accountable for is have this like weekly planner where I write my top priorities for the week, my habit daily checklist. If I have any certain to-dos that I want to just make sure that I get done for the week, then I'll fill this out. But I'm not doing that right now because literally my only focus is to do this like daily vlog. So like I don't need to check it off because it's happening. Like I don't need the accountability.
And well, in the case that you're new here and don't know what I'm talking about, I'm currently doing a 30-day YouTube video challenge where every single day I am uploading a new YouTube video where I share everything that makes my life so good on a daily basis. And every single day I'm giving away a free program, and all you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment, and I may just send it to you tomorrow.
Especially if I've like had a bad habit that I wanted to get rid of, then I'll like, write another habit that I want to make sure I do instead, or write down the habit I want to get rid of, and then every day when I don't do it, I can check it off, and there's just like this level of fulfillment and proudness. Maybe try it out. This was like $6 off of Amazon. So in the beginning, when I first started getting up at this time, I would now go straight to my workout, which was incredible for me at the time because I really needed that like start to my day where I was connected with my inner strength and challenge myself. I'm a believer that getting the most challenging thing for you done first thing in the morning is powerful, not just because you're going to get proud of yourself, but it's going to give you like this motivation for the rest of the day because you already checked off this thing. However, now my brain works absolutely best in the morning, which is like I'm obviously a morning person. So now I want to spend my morning creative energy on my mission in life, which is create the best possible content in order for me to hopefully impact someone out there. And so at this time, after my morning routine, I make my breakfast.
Normally I put onion, cauliflower, and mushrooms, but I ran out. So
I make my breakfast and then I get to work. But like, why do I prefer to get up and do it this early in the morning?
I actually used to not want to go on family vacations unless the breakfast buffet kept itself open till 11 a.m. because if it was going to close at 10 a.m. or before that, I wouldn't be allowed to sleep till 10 a.m. And I needed to sleep till 10 a.m. In high school, my parents are going to be so mad at me when I say this. I would skip very often the morning classes so that I could sleep in. So instead of showing up at 8 a.m., I would be there at 10 a.m. And the wild thing is too, when I was in high school, my mom and I went into the city to find energy pills because I was so drained. And what I can see today is that I just wasn't excited about life. Like all I wanted to do at the time was like be finished with school so that I could go dance and that I could go teach dance. I also taught dance at the time. Like I was so tired on a daily basis. And so my mom and I were like, let's see if there's like some sort of energy pills so that you don't feel so tired all the time. And this switch and shift happened during COVID where I had been broke for a very long time, but a friend of mine reached out to me saying that this person was looking for someone with my skills to hire someone for $10,000 a month. I booked the job, but then COVID happened and this job included a lot of traveling, which was just not possible. So I lost the job again. And that was the time where I was like, okay, well, in this dream of becoming a content creator, I'm going to go all in on it because I want to spend my life to hopefully impact people's lives in the way that other people who share their life online has impacted my daily habits, my routines, my thought patterns, the things that really bring me so much joy. And so I went all in on this content creator, and that's when I, for the first time, got excited about life to the point where I would wake up in the morning being like, let's freaking go.
But it's important to remember that there's different chronotypes, and some people just work better in the morning, some people work best midday, and some best at night. And there's no right or wrong way to live life, but it's just to give you the important reminder that regardless of whether you wake up at 3 a.m. or noon, how important it is to just
every morning just check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I actually doing? And what things could I change today, this week, in my daily life to make whatever circumstances I currently have in my life to make life better, to make it feel more joyful, to actually take action on this thing I want in my life rather than continuously procrastinating it, because you deserve that. You deserve a happy life. And I really, for me, my morning routine is what has played the biggest role in me actually working towards the things that I want in my life. Also, this is my second cup of coffee because I'm a big coffee drinker. And my morning routine has got me fired up because I have reminded myself of my goals, what it is that I'm working towards in life. I am fired up. And I actually, because I get up so early and I go to the gym around 1, it's like typically when I go, I've already worked for like 8 hours at that time. So that means that I can like just enjoy my workout to the fullest, create the content that I want to create, and maybe do some work later in the day, but maybe just go on a hike, hang out with someone, or go home and chill. Don't go from like getting up at 10 a.m. and suddenly getting up at like 4 in the morning. If you want to get up earlier, set your alarm maybe 30 minutes earlier and see if you can shut off Netflix 30 minutes earlier so that you still get the same amount of sleep, but just take it little by little, one little step at a time. If you do the things that your gut, your intuition is telling you that you need to try out, your life is going to be changed for the better, and you deserve that. And that's going to look different for everyone. You may not want to be a weirdo like me and live your life while everyone else is asleep. But for me, that's what makes me happy. And through your morning routine, your journaling, whatever kind of reflection you do, I think you'll be able to connect with what's the right thing for you to do. And that is beautiful and important, and I hope you take that serious. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
This is like your night training.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go to bed.
I remember whenever I used to train at like 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. That's like you, but at 2 p.m.